途跋涉或踏入地方领地之前，请务必保证军队的补给。
Okay, so what have we got? Military, we've got 100 supplies, which is fine. I am going to do march and march to Chun Town because I'm going to winter in Chun Town because I don't want to lose supplies, and then I'm going to attack Chun Farmland in 191. So that looks like the end of the turn to me. Oh, I should have recruited Zhu Shou, idiot, into Cao Cao's army. Well, opportunity missed. Well, I suppose... Okay, hello. Yeah, I know. You've told me that about 15 times, lady.
建筑可以从各方面强化派系，是城镇发展的关键。美军可以同时建造一座。
Yeah, I know. Fine. Stance normal. Wait, did he automatically come out of March stance? That's interesting. How do I... Oh, there's a fucking big button there that says recruit, Tom. Cao Cao's gained a rank. Excellent. Let's level Cao Cao up first. So we've got an extra point here. Yep, I know that. That's fine. So he's got these 4, I believe. So he's got mobility, unyielding earth, clarity, and dignity. And he can either get nobility, flexibility, or intensity. Intensity, charge speed for his own retinue, not massively bothered. Enables mighty knockback, whatever that is. Instinct, wait, if I... No, I can't. I haven't picked that though. Oh, I have, but I can reset it. Yeah, I'm not bothered about intensity. Flexibility. Resolve. Minus 25% redeployment cost. But only if this character is one of those who wield power. Plus 5 replenishment when commanding, which he always would be. Nobility means plus 1 available assignments. Plus 20% ranged block chance for melee cav in his retinue. I mean... I think the plus 5 replenishment is going to be better for him. But the next one will probably need to be the nobility to get the extra assignment. But I don't think that's as important right now. So like the weather, one's fortune may change by the evening. And we'll apply that. And we'll have a quick look at Cao Cao's traits and stuff here. He is considered a strategic mastermind. His gold name means he's a legendary character, and any character in this game, as long as they get one of these skills above 100, becomes legendary. Legendary characters basically gain wounds, so that they don't necessarily get killed outright in battle. They still can, but it's a lot less likely. They're more likely to be wounded. So Cao Cao is ambitious. This one desires the world and will go to dangerous lengths to attain it. Increased penalty from desire for higher office, which won't be a problem when he's the faction leader, or neither will the independence as administrator. If he's administering a commandery, we get extra income. Dutiful, reduced penalty for a desire for higher office, which is not a problem because he's the leader. And suspicious, plus 10 undercover network cost for enemy spies if this person is in power. The absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. That's a really good quote. What's this? Oh, we can see his relations as well here. So he's friends with Xiahou Dun, with Cao Ren and Lady Bien, and he's acquaintances with Shu Huang. Really? Shu Huang's already kicking about? Of course he is. He's in somebody else's army. Xiahou Yuan, Cao Song, and Shu You. He does not like Chun Gong. That's because in history, Cao Cao tried to assassinate Dong Zhuo and failed, and then fled the court. Dong Zhuo proclaimed him a fugitive, and Chun Gong was like a county official, an administrator or something, who spotted Cao Cao, recognized him, and arrested him. And then Cao Cao told him that he tried to kill Dong Zhuo because Dong Zhuo was a dick, and Chen Gong said, I think Dong Zhuo was a dick too. So he released Cao Cao and they started running around together. And then, long story short, they went to one of Cao Cao's relatives' houses, like his uncle or something, called Lu Boshi. He went out to fetch wine. They got suspicious, thinking he was turning them in. They tried to sneak out, heard talk of people wanting to slit throats and heard sharpening knives. So the two of them jumped into a shed, killed the people they thought were assassins, and it turned out it was Lu Boshi's family preparing a pig for them to eat. And then when they left, Cao Cao encountered Lu Boshi on the road, and it turns out he wasn't turning them in, he was just fetching really good wine. And then when Cao Cao was like, oh, we can't stay, we'll bring the heat down on you. And so Lu Boshi started going home, and then Cao Cao turned around, charged him, and cut him down. And Chen Gong was not happy, because Chen Gong said, like, us killing his family was, it was an accident. But that was just murder, and that's when Cao Cao is alleged to have said the famous phrase, I would rather betray the world than have the world betray me. Of course, we are nemesis with Dong Zhuo, and apparently bad acquaintances with Chu Rong and with Yuan Shao. Chu Rong fights for Dong Zhuo. So there's a little bit of an overview on Cao Cao. We are going to recruit an extra retinue. That's fine. Oh, hang on. Zhu Shou would not get on with Cao Cao or Shahudun. Why is that then? Wary of ambition, wary of power, disregards trustworthiness. Wary of ambition. Disregards diplomacy. Resents discipline. Okay, so that's why Shahudun wouldn't like Zhu Shou, because he's disciplined. Which I always felt like Shahudun was quite disciplined in Dynasty Warriors, but I guess he's not here. So then if I go to court and go to Zhu Shou. There we go. Character details. Admires ambition because he's competitive. But he's wary of ambition because of fulfilled. Okay, so Zhu Shou would be a bad fit for their army. Which is like, that's the Guan Shi mechanic in play. Like, characters can like and dislike each other no matter which faction either of them's in, even if they're in the same faction. So I guess we're not gonna add Zhu Shou to the army then. In that case, I feel like we should add a third officer. But I don't know whether to make it Cao Ren or Xiahou Yuan. Xiahou Dun, what do you think? Do we bring Xiahou Yuan or do we bring Cao Ren? Who are you talking about? You say Xiahou Yuan. Well, there's only you in the army, so we'll go with that. He comes with a retinue of two whatever those are, mounted Lancer militia. So it cost us 1600 gold to put him in the army, and then it will take 4 turns. Wait, no. Oh, it'd take 4 turns until fully replenished, because he's mustering at a rate of 10%, but he also gets replenishment from other stuff. Okay, whilst we're doing some recruiting then, what have I got? Archer militia, or what's Cao Cao got? We'll get Cao Cao a couple more archer militias, just so we've got more archers in the army, and then we will end the turn. I could also give him the herdsman. I might move the herdsman to him at some point, Ryan, but the thing that I want to test is whether or not, like, the brackets in own army is
随着你
different
在
to
全
in
国的
own
声望
retinue.
积累，你会获得对应的等级。同时，
Sure, okay. So I need it to stay with Shahodun right now because I want to test whether it only applies to commanders. I want to try and figure out how it works. Faction developments. The Yellow Turban Rebellion have moved their capital to the temple at Pengcheng. Okay. Oh! Lots of people of merit. Chuan Hui, Lu Fang, Mao Jie, Zhang Hong, Zhu Gui, and Su Fei. Okay. We can't afford any of them because we've got no money. Well, that kind of solves that problem then. Encamp requires 50% movement range to adopt. So if we move to there, and then we encamp. Okay, there we go. Right.
所谓
Aha!
壮志，并非固守往日功绩，而是再接再厉。
Okay,
改
so
革
shush. This is the equivalent of technology in Three Kingdoms. This is the reforms tree. And something to note about reforms is, unlike other Total War games, they occur every 5 turns. And I figured out that they occur every 5 turns in spring. That's because the year is 5 turns long, right? It's 5 seasons, the 5 Chinese seasons: spring, summer, harvest, autumn, winter. So there's just an extra season with harvest. But something that Sarah actually noticed is the reforms come every spring, but when you pick one, you get these flowers, and the tree blooms to the tech that you've picked because it's spring, right? Like, that's really clever. So, oh God, I have no idea what we want to pick here. Stronger commerce, increased population growth, military supplies, construction cost, income from peasantry, income from commerce. I think we might want resettlement incentives, which gives plus 3,000 population growth in all counties faction-wide, and unlocks a building which I don't think I can look at until I've clicked on the tech. The wise leader can make very reasonable offers to those who decide to stay, toil, and never leave. Oh, okay, so I can click it like that. So it unlocks the livestock estate, which grants plus 10 prestige, plus 4 food production, plus 120 income from peasantry, plus 10 reserve capacity. I'm not quite sure what reserve capacity does yet. It's something to do with supplies. And minus 10% military buildings construction cost. So we'll definitely be picking up in resettlement incentives. And there's the bloom, see? Next reform in 5 turns. That is a fair point, Ryan. So let's go here. Will this upset him? Where's his satisfaction's 50? If I take this off him. No. So it didn't upset him. That's fine. So then we need to go to Xiahou Yuan and say, oh, we can't move it this turn because we only just took it off Xiahou Dun. Okay. Hello, Yuan Shao. Diplomatic proposal. You give him a military G and he will give you 741 gold. No, I think I like my military G. Hubristic warlord. Oh, He Yi's taken Chun farmland. Damn it.
军队穿越的地形会影响其移动速度
There
和
we
补
go.
给
We've
供
now
应，
got construction costs
谨
and
慎规
construction
划
time
行军路
lowered
线，
because of...
避免浪费补给。
Okay. Cao Cao administrates firmly but fairly. Mission issued. An army is called and Cao Cao looks to lead. Word of your efforts has spread, and there are now many who admire your ambition, believing you to be the one who with the strength and drive to reunite China. They are willing to put their faith in your leadership and offer their talents in your service. It is time for you to start recruiting warriors for the long battle ahead. Maintain a total of 17 troops at the start of a new turn, which is 2 more than we have. That would give us 3 turns of plus 50 bonus experience and plus 10% replenishment. Okay.
军队可以在不同情况下采用不同的状态。
Yeah, I know.
强行军。
Alright, let me take stock here, because we were going towards Chun farmland. I don't think I'm at war with He Yi. I'm guessing because that's not red. As much as he's a yellow turban rebel, and it would be perfectly within our rights to attack him, it seems unwise given that we've got 3 other fronts anyway. So we've got Pengcheng, Yingchuan, and Yongzhou. So we've got plenty of enemies still. I feel like quickly diverting to Yingchuan might be the best idea. I need 50% movement remaining, so we'll camp in these woods. You must be in your territory to deploy units. Okay. Fuck. Okay. You know what? We'll go back to Chun, and we are going to deploy 2 units to get that
你的将领
replenishment
和部
bonus.
曲会在战斗中积累经验，提高作战效率。
So we shall give Shaho Dwen Spear Guard, roll anti-cavalry, good against mounted missile defense. Saber Militia, assault. Cannot adopt advanced formations because they're militia. Right, we'll give him an extra unit of spear guards, and that's all we can afford. Oh, we could give him an extra unit of archers, which would get the mission done, so we'll do that. Construction available in Chun. Yes, of course. But we've got no money. So that might be difficult.
城镇中可建造的建筑数量是由城镇规模决定的。拓展你的郡治来建造更多建筑。
No, not that. Apparently it costs no money to build pastures. Is that right? It feels very strange. And it looks like it only takes 1 turn to do. And it would give us plus 5 prestige, plus 1 food production, income from peasantry. I mean... Oh, no, idiot. That's the livestock farm. That's okay. Okay, I see. That's why there's that separation there. That's the livestock farm. And then that's the farmland one. Okay, right, yes. However, it does appear that it would cost us nothing to do a rural tax collector. And we already have the land registry office. I mean, if it costs us nothing to build and takes 1 turn to get operational, we might as well build it while we can, and we can always knock it down later, so... There we go. That farmland, well, it's not meant to be damaged, but that's where the yellow turbans are. That's Her Yi that's burned that. That's not actually our farmland, it's the commandery farmland. So it's that over there. That's that. Alright, we'll end the turn here. It looks like we're not actually going to be campaigning in 191 because we're getting pretty close to winter already. There we go. So now we've got the growing might reward from an army is called and Cao Cao looks to lead. 17 units, which gives us bonus experience for units per season for 3 turns and overall plus 30% replenishment. And we get another mission. Opportunity glimmers and Cao Cao senses power. Your initial advances were promising, my lord, but bolder steps are required. You must take control of the entire commandery. By doing so, you will solidify a central position that allows you to administrate and strategize more effectively. From such a position, you can then more easily expand your influence and fight any other warlords in your way. So it wants me to hold 3 settlements. It does say hold the whole commandery in the text, but it's obviously not bothered about whether it is actually Chun farmland. That would give us plus 5 credibility for 3 turns, which is the unique resource, which is fine. It's going to take 1 turn, 2 turns. So in 2 turns, the weaker of our units will be replenished and 2 turns will be winter. So I think what we do is we just spend the rest of the year in Chun, and then in spring we'll attack Yingchuan. Peng Chung just turned to Huang Shao, so he just took that. It could be risky spending so much time. Shush. The search for talent. You send word far and wide that you are seeking talented people to join your court. One has been found who fits your needs and they await your decision. I mean, there isn't a decision. I've already recruited them, apparently. Question is, who is it? It is Ji Bao Jie. Shush. Right, what's her... no, that. I want to do that. Vengeful. Good lord. She talks a lot. Supports intimidation and war, disregards diplomacy, commends honor, opposes cruelty, commends flexibility and physical ability. I mean, we don't have space for her in our army anyway, so... did we give Chao Yu? No, we did not give him the herdsman. And, yeah, no, that's fine. Alright, so what have we got here? The Yellow Turban Rebellion has moved its capital to the livestock farm at Zhongshan. And that's the search for talent. We have 600 gold. Apparently we can upgrade to a rural administration office for no money as well. Is that right? Okay, that would cost us -8 public order. Which would most definitely put us into a negative public order once the garrison leaves. So we can't really do that. I think we need something that improves public order. Question is, what improves public order? I think the Confucian temples do. Yes, they do. Right. You must be a small city in order to construct that building. Okay. Which we would need 2,400 gold to achieve. Alright, well I guess we are trying to save up to be a small city then. What about the livestock farm?
随着城镇的发展，
That costs
百姓会来到城镇定居，
1100.
人口增长的同时，经济也会得到发展。但是要注意，过快的扩张容易造成两。
Okay. Alright.
还是贸易赚钱快。
Kongzhou wants a trade agreement and he will pay me 243 for it. Seems like a pretty good deal to me. There you go.
那就如此。
Thanks, Kongzhou. Now it will be winter. Diaochan, the minister Wang Yun, fearing the tyranny of Dongzhuo, sends his adopted daughter to the capital. His plan is to have her destroy the relationship between Dongzhuo and his adopted son Lu Bu. We now have more money. Oh, but we need 2,400 money, right? Why has it gone up to 3,000? Maybe we had some kind of... Oh, we had that bonus from building the thing before. Okay, so we actually need 3,000 gold. Alright, well. Let's get to spring.
这必须庆祝一番。
Liu Dai. Arranged marriage between Cao Cao and Liu Huimin. He will pay you 791 gold. So marry Liu Huimin to my father. She's a commander. We don't know very much about her. We know that she's an outsider, which gives her +5 cunning, +10 authority, and -5% corruption faction-wide if she's in power. I don't know whether to take her. I mean, at the end of the day, it's extra money. And, you know, my father is 52. She's 21. It's a pretty good deal for Dad. So, you know, let's... and it also pisses off Dongzhuo. So, let's do it.
足下才智，与我暗合。
Okay, we are in spring. Zhangyan declared war on Yellow Turban Rebellion. Disciplined versus reckless. You have observed that several of your generals seem to not heed the words of Master Sun Tzu, who cautions patience and discipline, instead choosing to charge in and determine the scope of things later. Master Sun was a strategic genius. Do these generals know better? So we can either improve our relation with Zhu Shou or with Xiahou Dun. Although Zhu Shou is the one who values discipline and Xiahou Dun is the one that values recklessness. I feel like Cao Cao as a character is more inclined to discipline. But he's also a very good like manager of people, and there's no way that he wouldn't support Shahudun just for supporting Shahudun. But that means that, you know, I could put a case forward for disciplined, I could put one forward for reckless, and I can even put one forward for ignoring this nonsense because he doesn't want to upset Shahudun. Question is, which one do we pick? And I'm looking at it from a roleplay perspective. Like, the obvious option is pick this and make Shahudun happy. But from a roleplay perspective, is that what we do? I can't really consult you either, Ryan, can I? Because, well, I mean, I can consult you as a viewer. I can't consult you as Shahudun's handler, because obviously you're going to pick reckless. Choice. Ah, this is difficult. I think we ignore this nonsense because I can't make a decision, so that would mean that Cao Cao can't make a decision. So long as victory is assured, why should you care how the battle is fought? That seems pretty Cao Cao. Yeah, we know about that. Ah! Xiahou Yuan and Cao Cao are now friends. Whilst on military campaign together, I found our mutual affinity to be advantageous. We've ignored that. Okay, right. Let's march on Yingchuan. We're not going to worry about encamping because we're going to try and do this nice and swiftly. Oh, hello. Chunji is in there with 4 G militia and 2 archers. And Yingchuan's garrison... Nope, that's the station force, not the garrison. That's the garrison. Oh god, Yingchuan's garrison is fucking huge. So that's 12 units in the garrison and 7 there. That's a total of 19 units. Which is more than we have. That changes things. Damn it. Alright, let's be decisive. We'll head back to Chun, and we're going to march to the other side of the commanderate and take the Yangzhou livestock farm instead. Ah yes, our next reform is available. Oh, this little symbol here must mean that it unlocks a unit. Because agricultural tax relief unlocks peasant bands. Yay! Leaving behind the fields to swell the ranks, these peasants are armed with long spears to defend against cavalry charges. Does also give us irrigated paddy fields and grain estates. But I'm not sure we really need either of those yet. 25% less construction cost for military infrastructure could actually be quite useful at this early stage, because it means all of it would benefit. So garrison conscripts, you may wish to serve your village, but first you must serve your emperor. I think we're going to get that.
汉家天下的道路建设可谓举世无双，中原的道路。
Faction destroyed. Yellow Turban Rebellion. Wang Kuang and Liu Dai have gone to war. Ambition's folly. Ambition is laudable, yet this general's strategies to raise their own standing at the expense of others has not endeared them to their peers. Deceit has won the promotion they coveted, but those they made appear foolish may hinder any further advancements. Cao Cao gains bonus experience, but for 5 turns is considered a contemptuous individual. This person's contemptuous deeds have angered many others. Minus 10 satisfaction faction-wide. That's going to be a total loss of 50 satisfaction for everyone. Okay, so if I go to here, that is going to cost us heavily on basically everybody. It's only Xiahou Yuan that would still be positive. Like, he would be, well, he'd be plus 10, which is hardly positive, but... Okay, we're going to have to... Character developments. More people of merit. Lo Gui, Shen Pei, Ji Ling, and Wei Huang. We have gained a wooden ox, which gives plus 4 satisfaction and plus 4 resolve. I already know where that is going. Xiahou Dun is on plus 48 satisfaction, which means if we give him the wooden ox, not only does his resolve go up a smidge, which is his key trait, but he should go... Why has he gone down? Why did I give you a wooden ox and you got less happy with me? Desires a higher office, or higher court position rather. Even Xiahou Yuan's gone down now. Oh, because they're now getting the recent events. Okay, what is your court position? It's here, isn't it? You're a provisioner. Or I could appoint you to be chief provisioner, which would completely counteract the negative, actually, because for 10 turns he gets plus 10 satisfaction. His salary cost increases by 300. He gains a plus 5. Okay, prestige is bestowed with title and rank and with wealth. So we could make him from a provisioner to a chief provisioner, which I think we're going to do because I can't afford to lose Xiahou Dun. The rest of this lot, I have no idea how we are going to prevent them from being a problem. We are going to remain in march stance and head all the way down to Chun Livestock Farm. And that will be the end of that turn. Somebody remind me when I get to spring to save the game. So I was intending to do it this spring and I forgot.
任凭熊熊烈火灼天，亦会有熄灭殆尽之时。气绝而火熄，余下的不过是碧波作响而已。贼臣已死，于禁之中，又有多少人蠢蠢欲动？
So, Dong Zhuo is dead. Zhang Chao has declared war on Kongzhou. There's the fall of the tyrant. These red markings, by the way, mean this is what happened historically. The minister Wang Yun is plotting the overthrow of Dong Zhuo. No longer willing to suffer the tyrant, it is said that Dong Zhuo's adopted son has been manipulated into striking the killing blow. Dong Zhuo has been killed. And his faction has passed to his brother, Dong Min. Excellent, right. We know about that. We know about that. And we know about that. It's now harvest season. We don't know what their garrison is. I love that it defaults back to normal stance. It's actually really good. And we can attack in one move. So if we just go to like there. Oh, Shun Yo's here with 7 troops. What's the garrison look like? That's another 7. So we'd only have an advantage of 2. We can't attack this turn anyway. But we've got to do it. Otherwise we're just never going to get anywhere. We also have 3,000 gold now. Which I think means we can upgrade Chun to a small city. So we'll do that. Are you kidding? You son of a bitch.
若要一统天下，则需英豪猛将率兵杀敌，鼓舞士气。
Okay, noble birth, Cao Shun. Father, Cao Cao, mother, Lady Bien. So we have a 3rd son. Declawing the tiger! Sun Jian is killed by Huang Zu at the Battle of Shenyang. Cut down in a hail of arrows. Character killed, Sun Jian. That's Cao Shun. Fan Chou is now available as a person of merit. He was one of Dong Zhuo's generals. We have an overseer. Unlocks the assignment increased provisions, campaign movement range when commanding, and +5 speed for own retinue. Does Cao Cao have room for him? No, he doesn't, does he? When commanding, I think, means it has to be the lead officer in the army. Who is that? Tianfeng. Tianfeng. 4 archers. What's our garrison at Chen?
How
do we see?
Damn
Oh, it's there. Damn it, it's not going to be enough. And I don't even think we'll get there in time. Alright, well, we have to do something. So let's put Zhu Shou in there. His troops will not be fully mustered. We can either afford to give him 2 more barely accessible archer units or one of these others. Tianfeng has 4 archers and 2 G militia and himself. The garrison has a G infantry captain and a G militia. And a lot of archers. Can't afford any cavalry, so we can't rush round to get at the archers. And the garrison has 2 units of archers. Okay, move into Chun. Nope, nope, no, nope, nope, nope. I only want... What do we go for? I think we get him some saber militia.
召集众人，有要事商议。
So, Zhu Shou has been appointed a general. We may be throwing him away, but that's fine because he hates everybody anyway. And then in Yangzhou, they have 14 units.
灭群雄，一统天下，绝不留情。
They have more men than we do in their 14 units. 5 ranged units total. We have 4. But we have 4 units of cavalry. And then they have 4 units of spear militia or spearmen and 4 units of swords. We have 3 of each. Demand surrender. They will not give up the settlement. Sucks to be them. Map view. It's another open field job. Let's be decisive. I might come to regret that decision, but
战端既起，我等必将血战到底。好，说得好，我们能动手了吗？建功立业，以告天下。
Cao Cao and the 2 Xiaohos. Alright. We are going to have the 3 spear units in the middle. We will load the left side of the line with 2 swords and the right side with 1 sword. We'll put all of the archers at the back. Yep, that works. We'll put Cao Cao behind the archers. Xiahou Duen will be out in front of the army. And then Xiahou Yuan will have the cavalry on its own wing. So you guys are a group, and you guys are a group. Alright. Oops, that's not quite right. There we go. Here we go. God, look at these armies, man. There's Xiahou Dun. Xiahou Yuan and his cavalry. Alright. Is there a hotkey for speeding it up? I'm sure I saw that it was... No, it's not page up. Alright, we'll just... it doesn't The fast forwarding this is really weird. It doesn't really look like it's all that faster. But, you know, that's fine. So many flags. Where's their general? Huh. Where is he? Ah, there he is. Now he's adjusting his position. Let's drop the speed to normal.
鼓起勇气。大步向前。
Shun Yu is challenging Shahodun. Do it.
与你手机。
将领必须竭尽所能赢得单挑，因为单挑的胜负往往会成为战斗胜败的关键。
骑兵上马。行进。众军前进。大步向前。
That'll
去
do.
死吧！住口！受死吧！
Shahodun getting stuck into Shun Yu. Come on, Shaho. Whoa. Oh! He is dead. And now they're gonna try and kill Shahodun. Run away! Alright, your place in the formation is next to Cao Cao now.
快跑！是的，是的，好。
Push on you. 准备就绪。依我 Alright.
看，你取得了进步。
I'm gonna ungroup and then regroup them. Yep, that's moved Shahodun's position in the formation. Let's go. Once we're about to cross into archer range, we'll have everybody run. Go. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze in a second, excuse me guys. Well, that wasn't nice. What are you guys doing? Where are you supposed to be? Figure it out. Oh, okay. Is it? No. I was wondering there if it was the reason that the cursor thing was disappearing was because I was pausing. I'm gonna sneeze again. Hang on. Oh, something is making me sneeze badly right now. Right. There's a little bit of a bug there. The cursor keeps disappearing, but we'll deal with it. Alright, let's get Xiahou Yuan's cavalry to start moving out. Probably could have been a bit more efficient with my archers and just told them to line up and start firing. Ooh. Charge bonus. Is it just for him? I think it is. Alright. Let's start this charge. The cursor disappearing is quite disorientating. Disorienting? One or the other. I don't know who this affects, it only affects him. Okay, charging Xiahou Dun at Spearmen is not ideal, but somebody needs to tie them up. So we're putting him at risk, but we will have him dismount so that they lose some of their advantage against him. Oh, he's actually... What? He's driven them off? No, wait. They're coming back. You know what? Charge them. Is he on his horse or not? Nope, he's just kicking ass. Good, they've got rid of them. Yeah, they're chain routing. There we go. Doomsday! How are you doing, buddy? I'm alright. We are finally playing Total War 3 Kingdoms! There we go. That is Yangzhou livestock farm. Ours.